Welcome to Your Simple Golf Swing. I'm Matt. How you doing today? I want to talk to you about some mind-blowing results and how you can achieve them. For any instructor, having his instruction validated by some of the most challenged students, that's where the rubber meets the road. And I want to share with you some exciting testimonials that I got just yesterday and today that really blew my mind. And I want to start with an email that I got from a guy named Joe. And let me put on my glasses here so I can read this to you. So Joe sent me an email that says, Matthew, my problem is I'm 80 years old with lumbar and neck fusion and a new right hip. I tried the compound pivot and I can do it. There were some pushes, not releasing, and not able to have a good finish facing the target, but there were some good shots. I am also short, 5 foot 5 inches, muscular, not fat. I have some reservations about your course and whether or not it will be able to help me at this time. What do you think? Thanks, Joe. Now, I got to be honest with you. When I read this, 80 years old, neck and lumbar fusion, new hip, I didn't know what to tell Joe. I'm not big into making huge promises and huge boasts. I do know that this swing is very easy on the body, very easy on the back, very easy on the hips. But what do you tell Joe? I was nervous about this and I started to craft an email, and I have a habit of reading my oldest emails first and then responding to them and then making my way through the rest of the emails. So I started to write Joe and I started to think, what can I tell Joe? I'm not going to promise an 80-year-old man with these challenges that, oh yeah, this swing's going to help you, no problem. I just discussed in the email reasons why I thought it could help him, but I also told him I couldn't make any promises. Well, I didn't realize until I started going through some of my other emails that Joe had actually bought the course. And after buying the course, Joe wrote this. I bought the course today, and it's easy to understand since I follow you on YouTube. Watching the full course made it easier and more understandable. I live in the country and have a large backyard, and was so eager to try it as I understood the process. I can do the pivot, and I was able to hit 9-iron well and immediately felt good contact, height, and 10 more yards. I would appreciate your response to whatever issues I might encounter later with the longer clubs, since that is where I anticipate issues like hitting fat shots because of slower hip speed. Thank you for your reply. Yours truly, Joe, and I'm not going to use his last name. So immediately, Joe saw some results, and at this point, Joe had only made it through half of the course. So where the rubber really meets the road is when you go out and play a round of golf. Will the swing hold up? Here's what Joe writes. Matt, I had the opportunity to practice this morning playing 9 holes by myself. I discovered for me that the money is in the throwing of the club head timed with the hip turn on the downswing. I hit 4 iron shots in one drive, perfectly executing the sequence. And to me, if I can do this the majority of my shots, I should be able to break 90 regularly. I would like to request that you have a drill to ingrain this move and be able to execute this. I'm talking about the swing thought of Mike Austin throwing the club and Mike Dunaway turning his hip. When I connected, it was beautiful, but I cannot do this all the time. Thanks. So, he went out, played 9 holes, hit some great shots. Let's take it a little further. He played again, and here's what he wrote me again this morning. Good morning, Matt. My ball striking yesterday was the best I've had. I shot a legitimate 90. No, he shot a 90. He's 80 years old, fused neck, fused lumbar. He's 5 foot 5, and he's got a brand new hip, okay? Now, he said, I shot a legitimate 90. I'm a 23 handicap. Thanks to you, I could have broken 90 if my short game was better. I was closer to the hole, and I had to recalibrate my approach distances, which was great. I estimate I was 20 yards average further because I was contacting the ball better. If you can, I would appreciate it if you could make that video on throwing the arms in the hip for me to be able to watch when I falter. I hope I can stick to this and follow your advice not to watch other videos. This is a very bad habit of mine, watching YouTube. Thank you, and I am hoping I can continue improving and stick with this swing. That testimonial right there, as an instructor, I can't tell you how that made me feel inside. I've had a lot of senior golfers write me some incredible testimonials, but I've never had a guy that had the challenges that Joe faces. And now he's going out there knowing that he can break 90 for the first time. He's got 20 yards average more distance on all of his shots. Now let's think about that for a second. If you are averaging 40 more yards per hole, now that's, of course, your par threes, it's only going to be 20 yards extra because there's just one shot into the green. And your par fives, though, are going to be 60 yards because you have your drive, your layup, and then your approach shot. So you're going to average 40 yards per hole. That's 720 yards off the length of that course. If you're playing a 6,500 yard course, now that course effectively plays for you at about 5780. Or maybe you're teeing off from a course that's only 6,000 yards. Now you're down to like 5280. So that's just incredible how that's just going to shrink golf courses for you when you can add that kind of yardage. Compare that to Joe's situation and ask yourself if this swing in this online course can help Joe the way Joe says that it's helped him. What do you have to lose? You've got to try it. If you're interested in taking the entire course, the online course, where I go into every part of the swing in great depth, just please go down in the description. You'll find a link for my course, and you can sign up and get started today. Joe didn't even make it through the entire course when he went out into the backyard and started hitting balls, and he already found results. Then he made it through the course, and he went out and played, and he shot a 90. And to me, it sounds like it's the first time he's ever shot that score at 80 years old. That, to me, that is just so exciting, and it really validates what I've been teaching. I don't try to make huge, gigantic boasts and huge claims. I just tell you what I have found in this swing, what I see Mike Austin was able to do, what Mike Dunaway was able to do, and what a lot of the people that have bought the course and have sent me testimonials have told me that is happening in their swing and in their game. This is just so exciting to me, and I just had to share this with everybody out there. So thank you so much for indulging me and letting me share this story with you. And Joe, we hope to hear from you soon. I've left your last name out of this. You can share whatever information you want to. Again, if you're interested in the course, go down in the description. The link is right there near the top. Click on it and get started. Thank you so much. Have a great day.